Hello. Good morning. Eat this last piece of toast real quick, and then we'll get started. All right, let's get to it. Sorry there wasn't a stream yesterday. My partner's pretty sick, so I was taking care of her, trying not to disturb her too much. So we're going to be a little quieter today, which is cool. Kind of trying to test this microphone out. I'm going to make some changes to my audio setup over the weekend, maybe. Yeah, we're going to try to talk right into the microphone. Cause as little disruption as possible. So what I did yesterday while I wasn't streaming, I redid a bunch of the tile maps, the tile sets actually. I just repainted, I redrew a bunch of them. I added this one, which I actually need to fix really quickly. I realized I didn't do it quite right. We're adding these. We previously had the wall tiles. Like the wall tiles included both the wall and the floor underneath the wall, but we actually want to separate them now. So I made a separate floor tile that I call the entombed floor tile because it's a floor tile that is closed on all sides. But I didn't totally do this one correctly. I'm gonna fix this part on top. Oh shoot. Or did I do it correctly? Oh, I did do it correctly. Wait, what? Oh, this needs to be bigger. It's kind of really stupid to have to come up with all the permutations of these tiles. It's not my favorite thing. Okay, so these down. This is one. This is going to be the one that's missing just this. Some of these combinations may not be possible in practical terms, but I'm gonna not worry about that right now. You want this one? I'm just trying to get rid of the outlines in cases where we have a continuous shape. Getting distracted. Okay, so we've got the left, we've got the right, we've got both, but with a consistent middle part. Now we need the same thing, but without a consistent middle part. Oh man, yeah, this is pretty ridiculous actually. Yeah, there's a stupid number of combinations here. I really need a terrain painter to calculate this stuff for me. Yeah, and some of these may not be realistic, but yeah, I really need to figure out a way to not need to hand paint these. Means we need a tool script. This implies that it's got a neighbor here. So this is not possible. Just thinking of different combinations that aren't possible. So this one's not possible, so we can get rid of it. Sorry, this doesn't make for a particularly interesting stream today. Can't wait till we get to some gameplay. Hey Quellis, we are at the moment very tediously finishing this tile map for all the different possible floor tile combinations in terms of borders, because we have an outline, but we do not have an outline if it's a continuous shape, like if it's two of the same like tiles next to each other. It's really tedious doing the permutations, but green went dark. It's good on my end. Let me look at my channel on Twitch. Maybe try a reset because it looks good for me. Get screen refresh or something. So we got left, right, then we got this. Oh yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Let me check to make sure my stream settings are correct. I've had them reset themselves in a way that was not helpful. Multi-output, modify, please don't break anything. No, okay, it's got the right resolution. Sometimes we get into trouble because we're multi-streaming. I need one more permutation than this atlas has room for. Which makes me think I should probably just try to combine it with the other atlas. It doesn't really matter. Cool if we could identify another row that can't practically occur. But no, this all looks pretty legit. Actually, no, this probably can't occur. I see. Oh no, it could totally occur. Yeah, okay, so that's all real. This is the only one I need to think about. Which is like... I think we need a couple. I think we need 3 more, which is frustrating. Fine. I wasn't doing this as an atlas before, but I should do it as an atlas now, probably. Hey, Adagon. How's it going? How's it hanging this morning? Did I see correctly that the next Wild Jam is happening so soon, all of a sudden? Number 70? Starts today, oh shit. Anyone participating in that? Yeah, you are. Solo or team? Alright, okay, I think that's all the possible entombed deck tiles. We just need to update this. Yep. You'll be streaming? Okay, okay. Jam team. Sick. Oh, you'll both be participating and streaming. That's awesome. Oh, Twitch added some functionality for like jammers? Or just... Oh, I did see the I did see it. There were some new like bit rewards. Message effects, gigantifying emote, on-screen celebration. It's very interesting. All right. So if you thought what we just did was tedious, yeah, about to get a lot more tedious. Now let's get rid of tiles and fully transparent regions. No? Okay. So what I also did today, let's get rid of this, is I made a... Well, for one thing, I changed the environment clear color to black so I could see better, which I actually don't mind. Oh, why is this what we're looking at? I actually don't mind the outlines because the outlines aren't black. They're actually slightly higher up than black. They probably can't read. They probably don't read very well on the stream, but on the monitor you can see it's almost like a Sharpie outline. But what we need to do is we need to take this old prototype ship and put it into this new... I made a scene, a ship level scene that we can inherit from. Since each level should be about the same. Probably call them like... No, this is right. And then we need to remake, and because we're using new tile sets, we need to just remake everything. Yeah. We changed the whole setup to split the floors off of the... It used to be that the walls would draw and include the floor beneath them as a single piece, but we want to split them off for some reasons that will become obvious. I also switched to using the actual doors, the actual door nodes scene collections, now that we can do it instead of gigantify an emote. Atagon Dev used 30 bits to gigantify your chicken jam. That's pretty awesome. That's pretty cool. I mean, anything to get people to throw bits at the channel, right? I actually have a lot of plans for the weekend for adding stream functionality. You should consider this. I wonder if you can make some custom versions of these. I mean, I guess I can. But yeah, I need to get some additional functionality in here. That's really awesome. I really like that. If I had some bits, I would have thrown my giant ship back. Only the 3 there right now for bit redeems. Yeah, so it would be me manually listening. Yeah, it would be like an event system thing. They also can't be turned off. That's interesting. I assume you can't... Those are only on, like, affiliates? I assume you have to be an affiliate to be able to get those thrown at you, since you need to be able to get paid. It's interesting you can't turn them off. I assume there are some people that, like, do not want to deal with that, and I'm sure there will be some blowback, but I'm all for it. Okay, so the tedious thing we have to do now is we have to rebuild this ship. And I'm actually kind of rethinking. I designed this ship to be kind of the maximum size ship that I thought that you'd be able to have, because I wanted to keep these corners free to show enemy ships nearby. But now I'm thinking I'm going to have a 2-stage game system. Not 2-stage game, but like a zoomed in. There will be a zoomed in stage, which is this that we're working on, which is like where you can see all the individual decks of your ship and you can go through and direct people. And then I think there's going to be a zoomed out stage. So you can zoom in and do all this stuff, and then you can zoom out and see the ships that are nearby. On-screen celebration with the ships. I'm waiting for it. Oh, it's probably happening on the stream and I can't see it. I probably couldn't see it. I'll go back and watch it. Okay. That's pretty cool. Well, you're the bits leader now. Bit anticlimactic. Broch. Maybe I'll throw some of those in your stream later. See what they look like. The other one was message effects. I'll be curious to see what that is, but don't feel like you have to keep throwing bits. I can go figure this out. Yeah, so we need to start. So I'm thinking that I want the ships to be bigger is the reason why I'm thinking of having a zoomed in and zoomed out stage. I was kind of obsessed with having this be single screen, but I think that's going to be too much. I think it makes more sense if the player has a mode where they're in the ship, moving people around the ship and microing what's happening inside the ship. And then there will be a different mode where you're zoomed out, and that's where you're like targeting enemy ships and maneuvering and stuff like that. Loosely. I say maneuvering loosely. Still want to make this game real time, but I think we're going to get to a point where we have to choose, and turn-based might make sense. But let's not worry about that right now, as I say. What we do need to focus on... Pretzel Rocks pissed me off. The other day, it said that there were like hundreds of hours of music on here that I had access to, and then I looked at it today and it updated, and it's like a 10th of that now. And I don't know if that's just their UI, but it feels bad. It feels like I'm listening to the same songs every day. Alright, so let's do the part that I've been dreading, which is this part, where we turn off this, turn off this, turn off this. And now we gotta go layer by layer. Alright. So we gotta go layer by layer and repaint this. And what's gonna be really tricky, that we have to reposition it to be visually balanced with what we had before, at least as best we can. So I can't just grab what I had before and redo it, or and just copy it over because well, I can't do that either. Oh, maybe I can. We just have to trace basically what we had before and then move it over. Which I'm not super happy about. But this is kind of what I did to myself here. I really do need a painting system that can understand what we're doing. Oh, shoot. I actually need to mess with the tile sets here, too. I thought I didn't need to do this, and then I realized I did. What are these called? Deck tiles, interior walkable. All right. I don't know why I thought I didn't need to do this. It all comes down to these outlines that I'm trying to like not have in every case. I'm trying to have the outlines be smart. Well, let's start with this. This. Actually might make sense to just grab the entombed ones and copy them over. Annoyingly, that might be the thing we have to do. Now let's just do that. The atlas is big though. It'll have room for come up with some cool other tiles. Textured ones. Let's say canvas size 6. Cool if there was just like a double this canvas button. Go grab the right. What's the color that I use? Deck tiles, this one. What I'm really conflicted about is how I'm going to handle the exteriors of the ship. So I kind of want them to be like design specific. I want them to be like cool and organic. Not organic, but you know, like interesting shapes and stuff. But that kind of doesn't work with this very modular, buildable kind of setup. I think I just need to come up with a more permanent ship design. Your music system's at 73 hours currently. That's really cool. Yeah, I think we're getting to the point where I need to make my own music system. I paid for the service for a year though, so I'm like trying to give myself time to fix it. It's not like an emergency. It's just I just get kind of annoyed at it. Oh yeah? Yeah, that'd be cool. Do you have it? It'd be cool if it could like tie into channel points or something where people could like skip tracks or something like that. Or like tie it to bits or something, I don't know. But then you're getting into like extension territory instead of just fun little music system. Not built at the moment. I mean, yeah, don't send it if you feel like this is like your proprietary tech and stuff and you don't want to share it around, but I'm kind of shocked at how cool the community is with like plugins and like overlays and shared code and stuff. I feel bad because I haven't really contributed anything, but give me time. You have commands for what's currently playing and stuff. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's just finish setting up this tile set. Need to add all these tiles here. Oops. Add all of these. Set their origin. I didn't think about how I organize these in such a way that it's going to be like a kind of a pain to go through them. Yeah, so watch how shitty this is. Yeah, I do pay for pretzel rocks. For multi-streaming, I use OBS and I use the plugin, the multi-output plugin made by Sorayuki. I actually use YouTube is actually the primary output and Twitch the secondary output. Seems to split between half and half between that and restream for streamers. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I didn't have like a super intelligent reason why I picked what I picked, but it's worked pretty well so far. Okay, so we have to build this really intentionally. So we have to go to the interior tiles and we have to pick the right tile. So it's this one. It's this one. And this one. Yeah, this sucks. Drawing this by hand is like worst. I guess maybe it doesn't matter so much for floor tiles. And then we grab this one. Oh no, not this one. We need this one. Yeah, so it doesn't have that outline everywhere. You were going to do a test multi-stream on Wednesday and they ran into YouTube saying you need to wait 24 hours before you actually unlock streaming after trying to? Really? Huh. Didn't realize that's how that worked. I think it's this one. Wow, this is tedious. I guess that should be my priority before I start designing new ships, is how to procedurally set these up. Oh, is that message effects? Oh, I see. That's fun. Yeah, I see that. Thanks. Hey, Ferlansky. Yeah, we tile mapping. I just made the tile sets really complicated, and I made a scene that we can instance from, so that the levels are all the same. And if I need to make a change to all the levels structurally, we can do that. I'm actually not sure how this works in terms of if I make it change to the parent, if that will mess with the these individually set tile map layers, but we'll see. We'll see. I want to add a line here. So I want one of these, and I want the opposite. I want one of these. How's it going, Ferlansky? All right, so we did that. We've got the outlining the way we want it. That's really nice. There's no longer just outlines between every seam. We just had seams everywhere. Some of your floors line up perfectly. Your isometric maps are centered so the floor of the tile is higher than the tile segment. Let me see if I can understand that. How come your floors line up perfectly? Your isometric maps are centered so the floor of the tile, okay, is higher than the tile segment. Oh, that's easy. So go into your tile set. And then, so from here, so you see this triangle or this diamond, it's all about moving this diamond. And you do that by going into select. You can select all of them if you've got a big atlas, or you can select one of them and just change the texture origin, just like you would a sprite. And so, yeah, I have it centered onto the center of the floor. Is that what you're talking about? Yeah, no worries. Cool. Yeah. Isometric's weird, for sure. Okay, so the tile sets are good. So here's the interesting part that we're about to do. So we've just done the tile, the walkable tiles. Now we're going to start drawing the entombed, the quote-unquote entombed tiles. Oops, which are new. Because the problem we were having before is that when we were cutting away the ship, you could like see through the walls down to the layer below, and that's like not the behavior I want. So what we're going to do, we're going to grab a bunch of the right tiles here. We'll grab... There's so many of these, it's so hard to pick the right one. Kind of insane. Oh, that actually changes things for me, huh? Does it? Doesn't it? I don't know. Maybe this is okay. I'll have to decide how I want to do this in these cases. But I think what I want is just this one with the left wall, like this. I have the seams between the entombed and the walkable tiles, and I think I'm okay with that. Thanks, Pheasant. Thanks for the resubscribe. I think we can use this tile for this whole section. This way, we're going to continue to see the floor tiles where the walls would be. We're just going to cut the wall part away. And so hopefully that'll make it clear where the walls are, because it wasn't clear before. And that's what we're trying to fix right now. Grab this one. But yeah, I don't want to do this by hand. I'll do it this one time just to see how shitty it is. But I can kind of tell. I can kind of already tell now how shitty this is. And actually, I'm kind of messing up the seams because I'm doing it this way, but I don't really care. We can do it differently on the next ones. So now I need this one with this one. Oh, that's not it. This one? Yeah, nice. Nice and seamless here. We want this one. Tried to use some logic when I was to use some logic when laying this out, so hopefully we can procedurally do this without having to do this by hand every time. Actually, we can just use this one for all of this, huh? Interesting. Oh, no. Okay, I see. It's probably like really hard to see what I'm doing because of how dark this is, but unfortunate. Probably change some of the coloration. I want these tiles to be dark though, because it implies that they're like fully entombed or enclosed, or however you want to think of it. All right. Well, that's one level done. I do like that. Instead of having that just be gone when you take the walls away, because then you can at least see a representation of where the walls were, instead of just a hole in the ground. All right. I think I understand. So let's do the hole now. The whole part. The other thing is we need to move everything over. Because we're going to actually move everything. It's, again, you can't see it because of this black background. I should probably just change this black background for now. I was just using a black background so I could see what the outline looked like, but it's kind of horrible. You just have to look at that all the time. Let's see. Under rendering, I think. Rendering, environment. Let's turn off advanced settings. Don't think I can use this. Oh, maybe I can. Yeah, let's just go back to the default for now. It's probably a lot easier to look at. Yeah, we want to move everything from this, where it's centered on the world origin, to over here, where it's centered on the UI. Alright, now we do the walls, which there are equally many. So I want this one? No. I want the full one. Here we go. It'll take me a minute to get used to doing this. Oh. No, this is fine. Thought I needed to worry about something for a second. I've decided I'm not going to worry about it. So we want this one. And we'll switch to this one. What's the difference between these two? Oh, I see. All right, I think this is going to look awesome cut away. All of the outlines will be correct now. Maybe some people don't care about it, but I do. So this is... not this one. We want... not this one either. We want... oh, maybe this one. Yeah, this one. Yeah. You know what's really going to be fun is when we start rotating the the whole tile map scenes. So we do need a really strong procedural way of generating this because we need a procedural way of regenerating it when it changes. That is going to be interesting. I mean, it won't be that bad. It's just going to be bitmaps of like, what's on this tile? What are its neighbors' tiles? We can't use the built-in terrain system because as far as I can tell, that can only work on a given layer. Like, it's not intelligent enough to be able to tell what the other layers are doing, which is fair. But we should probably look at how the terrain layer does it and extend it to work for multiple layers. I mean, we already have that code, just by merit of the engine. This code's only going to work with this engine, so why not? Why not lean on what we've got, right? Now what do we need? Now we need this one? Almost. It's going to take me a minute to figure out where all of these are. This one. I know I've said that, but it's very true. I don't know if I love that. Switch it with this one. Okay, I can just scroll. Okay, middle mouse button scroll for the win. I think it's this one that we actually want. Decided. Yeah. Are we missing some of these? Feels like we might be, unfortunately. Great. I think I missed a couple. We don't have the left side versions of these. Weird. Okay. Yeah, why don't we have the left side versions of these? Why didn't I do this? Left, oh, right. Are these the same? No, they're not. Okay, back to the tile map. Yeah, we're missing some. We're missing some tiles. Oof. Okay. Tried to do as much of this off stream as possible because I realized it's like incredibly tedious. Mathematical precision, the walls are 3 tiles high is so satisfying. It is. It is. It causes problems, for sure. But it is also very satisfying. Like, it's the reason why we need this like big visibility cutaway stuff. Like if we were just doing a regular isometric. And yeah, and also the way you achieve that is the top and bottom outlines of the tile overlap, which also causes some interesting things. Technically, it simplifies the problem, so you don't have to be so worried about overlap or outline overlaps back to front. But you do have to worry about it front to back, so it is a problem. So is this breaking the... So what the F is the system that I'm using to organize this? This needs to be super consistent across the whole thing. It needs to be a very specific rule so I can reason about it. So from what I understand, it's you get rid of the outer left, outer right, both. And what's this doing? And this one's doing... Oh shoot. No, yeah, this is doing it in the wrong order. It should do this and then do outer left. Okay, let's... I made a very specific rule for this, and I wanna match the rule as much as possible. Which we've got the 4 tile configurations at the top, and then we're doing outer left for each of them, then outer right for each of them, and both. And then we're doing inner left. Oh, we're doing inner left and outer left. Why aren't we doing just inner left? Are we also missing potential ones here? We could actually simplify the interior. Oh no, we can't. We might need these for outside. Okay, well, it seems like we missed another one. It just, for some reason, never came up. This is inner left and outer left, which is too many steps to take at once. So let's move these down. I cannot wait till we get to like gameplay or anything that's not this incredibly tedious thing we've got going here. Maybe we want to organize this a little differently. We could go outer left, outer right, both outers. Inner left, inner right, both inners. Then, so that's 6. And then we need to, then there's a now there's combinatorics. Both. So everything, none. That's 2. Got outer left, inner left. Both outers. Probably write this down. All right, we got an ad break. I'm going to write this down. And then we'll come back and verify that we have all of the sides that we need. Be right back in 2 minutes. All right, I'm here. I'm just writing things down. I'm done. I'm done with the guesswork. I want to like actually know for sure that I've got all of them, so I'm just permuting them. I know I could just do some multiplication and I could figure out like how many combinations there are, but I need to know what those actual combinations are, so I'm just actually permuting them because it's easier. All right. Is there a time that the wild jam starts, or is it just kind of going? I kind of want to make sure I'm catching the streams when I can. 4 hours from now? Okay, when is that my time? That's 1 p.m. Pacific daylight time. All right. That is that's cool. That's right when I go to lunch, so probably I'll start tuning in when I get back. That's exciting. I'm excited to see what everyone makes. Is there like a theme? Is it shown what the theme is? Or I guess we're probably waiting.
Our struggle as artists isn't about appeasing the crowd. Rather, it's about tending to the broken parts inside of ourselves. We create things as a reflection.
All right, 16 times 4.
To study our perception of self. Ben wave isn't necessarily a thing you achieve. Rather,
Theme revealed at the start? Yeah, for sure.
you constantly strive toward.
Makes sense. I was like looking at my calendar for
Ideas aren't
Ludum Dare, for the next Ludum Dare in October. I'm going to be at a music festival when Ludum Dare starts on Friday. I was going to attend the festival Saturday and Sunday, but I'll just skip it. But I'm just going to take a notebook out and like do my ideating while sitting in a park listening to music. It's going to be pretty awesome. We'll see how much it affects my like decision making. All right, so I've got the permutation here, so we've got all solid. And then not only do we need all of the different combinations of borders on the outside, we also need the the exposed left, exposed right, exposed top left and top right. So we've got that. So let's do these over here. Just so we're not ruining our work in case we're wrong about any of this. So we have... This is exposed outer left. So outer left is right. The outer left, this is inner... Or this is outer right and then outer both. Okay, so this whole chunk is correct. Let's move this whole chunk over. Now we need to do the inners, which I feel like we have some of them here. So these are the outer lefts. Yeah, let's just grab this. I guess we want to grab this whole chunk because we want to do this whole chunk. Or wait, how are we going to do this? Let's actually move these around. We're going to move these around because these are going to be the branches for each one. One chunk. Here's another chunk. Then at the very bottom, actually, let's not do it this way. We're going to need to index into this, so we're going to need to be very careful about how we're doing this. Do this very carefully and very consistently. I'm just gonna look at the rules. I'm like continuing to ask questions, and I'm like, I could just click the link and go to the page. June 14th to June 23rd. Oh, that's nice. What is that, like 2 weeks? Oh, that's nice. That's 2 weekends and the week in between. I guess that's how they always do it. 9 days. Is that always how it goes? They do these often. How often do they run? I mean, I know they're up to 70, but... Oh yeah, so there's a theme, and then there's wild cards. That's cool. Every month, huh? Wow. So, like, it's like a week and a half, like, every month. 2 weekends every month. That's, Oh, it always starts on the second Friday of the month. That's pretty cool. Like, if I think I was really focused on learning and not executing a long-term project that I have in mind, I would like just do these. I would like just be jamming it out. I'd jam for like, I'd do like this jam and then maybe a couple other jams, but just like be jamming all the time. I know some people are really good at jamming all the time. I know you do a lot of jams, Adagon. My problem is I have a long-term project that I want to do. Oh wait, what are we doing? We're not doing outer left anymore. We're doing inner left. Left. Inner right. Both inners. So we're not going to worry about whether these tile combinations are technically possible. We can figure that out later using some analytics. But we really don't care about that unless we need to like shrink the atlases. So that's inner left, inner right, both inners. Inner left, inner right, both inners. And that should be 7 rows. It is. Okay. So now we're going to take this. So this is where it gets interesting. You have 4 jams in a row. Wild Jam, Pixel Bingo Jam, Little Doctor Games Jam, Pirate Software Jam, then GMTK a bit later. Yeah, that's wild. Pirate Software would be cool. I'm not a big game design document guy. I just prefer iterating. But I think it would be good to like do a jam where I'm forced to like focus on like actually doing like a really cohesive game design document ahead of time. I think that'd be a cool experience. Okay, so we take this. Make 4 copies or 3 copies? 3 copies. now, so we've got our 3. Is this 3 copy? No, we need 1 more copy. Oh no, this is right. And so now we're adding the inner left. Right. Might reorganize these at some point. Let's see. But at least we'll have all of them. All of the possible combinations. Both of the inner lines. So that's good. Now we need to grab this one, which is the outer right. These 3. For the inner right. So yeah, we got the outer right, now we're adding the inner rights. We're just permuting all of these vertical outlines. We're annoyingly going to have to use. Interesting how we structure this data so that it's like very clear how what's required for the art to work correctly, so that we can like have mod support. It's gonna be an interesting challenge. But for once, it might not be a hard challenge from an engine standpoint, because Godot is actually pretty good about making it so you can expose your game data if you want, which is pretty great. I don't think we're super concerned about that. But we just need to be able to make sure that we make the procedural art rules very clear, so that if someone wants to, they can like make tile swaps and stuff. All right, that's it. So let's save really quickly. Close this. Oh wait, no. We do need to keep working on that. So we'll do this, and we'll reduce the width by half, 28. We will trim the content outside of the canvas. Bam, and we've got it. Got that. Now we take this whole thing, copy it over to the entombed one. So I guess I could have these be on one sheet, but I kind of don't want to do that. Maybe I should, because it would make palette swapping a lot easier if they were on one sheet. Probably a good idea. Oh, I can just turn off continuous and do this once. Huzzah! Yeah, let's just make a new one. And we'll just make it 256 by 256. load up our palette so that we just have it. To make it easier to load the palette. Palette isn't actually part of the project files at the moment, and that's probably a mistake. Call this Ductile Atlas. Call it Basic Ductile Atlas. Actually, I don't know if I want to do this. Mainly because of source ID. But maybe that's easy. Maybe I can still utilize source ID. I was going to use the source ID to be able to tell the difference between whether we were on a walkable or an unwalkable tile. Like an exposed or an entombed tile. Alright, well that was annoying. Now we gotta do this one. And so we need a similar... So we actually just need... There's just... a vertical to consider. So I just need 16. This is... Oh, but there's also 4 color combinations. There's left, right. That's 16 times 4, sort of. Not really. Okay, let's just try this. We'll make this canvas a lot bigger. We'll just start working our way through these. This one's already correct. Just... I will do the tile map repainting over the weekend so that nobody has to watch this. Because this is already like really tedious, but this is like... I feel like this is still pretty straightforward compared to having to repaint all of the tile maps using the new tile sets. We can't just copy and paste because they're fundamentally different. I don't love this. How there's a line now between... Fine, we can actually deal with this. You can just get rid of the bottom forward outlines for the dark, for the entombed walls. Alright, so left, right, both, or outer, left, right, and both. This one cannot have the inner ones exposed. Yeah, okay, so this one's done. This one is... I want to reorganize these quite a bit. This isn't like a... Oh, they do have submit theme ideas. Oh, it's a theme vote. I see. Sorry, I'm distracting myself because I don't want to do hard work. There's no list of possible themes, so you can't prepare thing. It's cool. All right. Oh, outer left. Outer right. Oops. Both outer lines. Redoing this with like a very straightforward rule set. So this is, so now we're doing inner left and inner right. Oh, this is interesting. It doesn't totally work this way. Oh, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I want to organize this a little differently. I want to kind of organize it the way I did the deck tiles. Right. Which is that I used the x-axis for the difference of the top level. And then I did the outline iterations as the y-index. I'm going to do the same thing here. So it'll be like... this. There'll be some empty spaces, but I'm okay with that. Trying to be very systematic here. The same deal. Take this. How many different versions of this are there? There's solid, right, left, other solid. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah, that's right. So we actually want to get rid of this bottom outline. We want the floors to manage the outlines. Actually, will that work? That won't work, will it? Is this just something we're going to have to live with? What I don't love is this. Okay, try to get rid of the lines. I don't love this. But maybe there's no better way. This like line in the middle here. But the way it works is the tile in front sets this outline. So like this outline is being set by this tile in front of it, not the tile behind it. So I can't actually control this from here. I don't think. Yeah, I can't see a way of getting around this outline without having to switch this tile. We're doing some funky stuff with z-indexing where we draw both the wall tile that includes the floor, and we just have the wall tile that includes the floor in front of the floor. That might be what we need to do, weirdly enough. If who cares, actually? I can get around this when I'm texturing. Because it's only awkward because this is a solid color. But when we're texturing, we can account for that. I think. Well, sort of. Can't really. But it would be more of a pain to try to keep the floors and the walls synchronized with each other. I guess that'll be a pain either way. Oh well, I can live with that. I can live with those horizontal lines, I guess. This is not possible. But we're going to draw it anyway. So we have a consistent system here. I don't really care about texture, like Atlas compactness right now. We can look at that later. So we need a map that's machine readable, not a map that's like easy for me to look at and understand. We need one that follows a very strict set of rules. That's what we need. Okay, so hey, Cubus. How's it going? Doing some really tedious tile set stuff, but I think we're done. I just need to copy this over and change some stuff. We're just laying the groundwork for being able to do terrains, our own tile map terrain, tile set terrain system, tile map terrain system. We need a tile map terrain system that can that can intuit what's going on across multiple layers, because you really only get the tile information by looking at other layers in this situation. So we're trying to make a very well laid out, or very consistently laid out tile set, series of tile sets. Got the floor one with all the different possible outline configurations. Now we're just doing the same thing for the walls. Pretty tedious. There are only 4 of these? Why did I organize this way? Hold control to snap to grid. Nice. That's a good call. It didn't work there. Hold control first. And I've done it on accident. Oh, double click seems to do something. Shift double click. Shift double click seems to work. Oh no, it doesn't. Yeah. I just can't. I want to double click across this whole thing. It seemed to want to let me do that. Wait, how many of these do I need? Just these? Okay, now we just change the colors of the walls here. Continuous on. Double click drag. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's definitely better than trying to like pixel perfect drag. Gotta remember that next time. Anyway, how's it going? Alt while dragging? Okay. Try that. Okay, alt while dragging seems to spin the box for me. Who knows? So double click. No. Double click drag. Okay, double click drag seems to be what I want. Double click drag, that's the shit. Okay. Alright. Good looking out. Right, so we need double click drag right now. Double click drag for our lives here. Oh, that's so awesome. Move this all over to the right so we can get rid of everything else. Sorry. Double click drag, then drag to move and alt to snap. Man, that's a lot of controls to remember, but we'll get there. Get there eventually. All right, canvas. Do this. Go down to 128. Also tile map mode in Sprite that will lock you to grid and also update each tile with the same working tile. Oh, that's sick. All right, we have our tile set laid out in a way that's pretty dumb because it includes a lot of tiles that are impossible that you will never reach automatically, but that's fine. It broke our wall layer, so let's just get rid of that. We're redrawing our tile map things. Let me explain why. Well, for one thing, we made an inheritable scene that is just the ship level scene. So we don't have to go change every single one when we want to make change to the archetype. Otherwise, what we did here... I'll show you the problem that I was seeing that warranted this in my mind. Let's hide that. Yeah, let's hide this whole thing. Let's bring everyone else back. Right-click layer, convert to tile map. Oh, sick. Okay, I'll try that. Try that. Yeah, here's the thing we have that kind of annoyed me. Oh, crash. Cannot call get used cells on a null value. Oh, we changed the name of stuff. Did we? No, we didn't. Not. I understand it. Ship level up or down. Whole tile array is whole tile layer dot get used cells. Whole tile layer is a tile map layer called whole plates. Yes, it is. Well, I broke something. Let me see if I can fix it. Ship and focus. Ship interior as a node 2D. Yeah. That shouldn't matter, actually, for what we're doing. The problem on the level itself. All plates. A null value. It's very perplexing. Oh, it's the new ship interior. Yeah, let's get rid of that for now. Don't need it. We're gonna do that over the weekend so that everyone isn't driven insane by... It's gonna be really tedious work. But yeah, what the problem that I see is I can't point to it. I mean, I can with the cursor. These areas, the areas where we're removing the walls, we just get a hole in the floor, and that's not what I want. So we made an entombed floor tile that we're going to put in here. So that it's solid, so you still see the wall when the wall is cut away, but it's just like it's a floor tile. So we're doing that. We also made a scene that all of the other ship levels are going to inherit from now. I mentioned that already. I don't know why I'm mentioning it again. Damn, that's a complex system. Yeah, it's... What's really going to be annoying, but what we absolutely need to do is have a system that can see this tile, the layout of this level, and draw the correct tiles on it. And we need that kind of canonical tile representation for two things. We need it, for one, so that we can have our own terrain system, basically, that like picks the correct tiles to use based on, you know, what is this tile, what are its neighbors. So we'll just have our own little bit masking setup like that just walks through the representation of here's a floor, here's a wall, here's a door. And we need that both so that we don't have to hand paint and hand select the specific tiles that we want when we're drawing a level. And we also want it so that we can rotate these maps. So that we can rotate them trivially. So we'll get a lot out of it. That's probably the next big systematic thing that we need to do. So I guess we kind of need to decide. I'm going to repaint this once by hand, probably, just to decide on the rules a little bit. Intuitively. And we're going to do it using the new ship level scene, which is just like an archetypal ship level, instead of this, which are all just individuals. I actually don't know. Can I convert this to... No, I can't. I probably can't do it. That would be insane to be able to do that. But yeah, we need to do that. And right now we have an offset, which we don't want. Well, we actually want a new offset. We want everything to be within the UI viewport here. So we want to recenter everything on half the viewport width, half the viewport height. Instead of this, which is like sort of centered to 0, but offset by half a tile. We don't want to do that shit anymore. We might still do the offset by half a tile thing. I haven't decided. Yeah, hopefully that's all stuff we do over the weekend. It's 9:55. I actually need to go to work now. But this was good. Thanks for everyone who like sat through what was like a really tedious stream. Good luck to everyone starting the Wild Jam in a few hours. I'm definitely going to be rolling around Twitch, tuning in over the weekend. See what everyone's working on. That's very exciting. I definitely don't have time to do it myself. Or that I did. I'd probably lose multiple months of work again, let alone 9 days. But yeah, hopefully we can be back on Monday doing significantly more exciting things. I really can't wait till we have a ship and we have little dudes running around and we can actually start thinking about gameplay and doing more interesting stuff on stream. We're really just laying the groundwork right now, which is really crucial, but also really tedious. So, yeah. Thanks for everyone sticking with it, checking out the stream, and hanging out. And hope you all have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. And I'll see you next time. Bye.